So a lot of YouTubers want to become full-time YouTubers, and they want to know, number one, how do I get there? But also, what does it look like for you as a full-time YouTuber? What's your daily schedule look like? And here's the deal. It, number one, hasn't always been as I've been a full-time YouTuber. Yes, I have been now for over 15 years, but it hasn't always been that way. So I'm gonna share with you what I do on a daily basis and how I'm able to get so much done in a short period of time. Because generally, I try to get done by 1 to 2 o'clock every single day. I try to get everything done by that time, so that way my evenings are open, whether I have something to do with the family or I just wanna chill, all right? So I'm gonna give you what that looks like, but also I'm gonna give you, if I was to start over right now and I had a full-time job, what would I do so I could get more done? So this way here, I had consistency, which is really important, by the way, and I'm able to do it and not feel burnt out, all right? So let me walk you through what it looks like for me today, which still applies to if you were just starting, because a lot of what I do is planning and batch recording and things like that. So the very first thing is that I wanna say is a lot of people don't do this, and to me, it sets you up for failing the day. Because we have to look at like this, to me it's a game. Like every day is a challenge, every day is like a game we're trying to win. We're trying to win the day. And the way that I like to think about it, and I'm not perfect at all by any stretch of the imagination, is I need to get my mind right. I need to get my day started right, okay? So in the very, very beginning, in the mornings for me, okay, I am not doing anything when it comes to video or content or, business. I'm not doing anything in the morning. And I say in the morning, I'm generally waking up around 6 o'clock. Typically after shower and getting ready, I'm probably gonna be getting out there in the kitchen by about 6:30. And then from there, get the coffee going, gotta get the coffee going. And then from there, I go ahead and take that cup of coffee, go out by the pool, and I do some stretches. I do some really, I don't wanna say meditation, but I try to go in either silence and so I can just hear the nature, or I'm going to listen to something very, very calming, instrumental, stuff like that, just to kind of relax me. But I wanna go out in nature and I wanna just listen. Then I'll generally stretch, because I'm 52 years old, I gotta stretch and keep stretching. I generally will do that for like 10, maybe 15 minutes, depending. And maybe do some push-ups, but that time is for me and only me. And I'm just gonna sit there and I'm not gonna look at my phone, I'm not gonna check stats, I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I'm not gonna let anything get in the way of that, because that right there is me preparing myself, mind, body, soul, spirit, whatever you wanna call it, but I'm getting myself ready and charged for the day, okay? And I look forward to that because it's peaceful, it's my time, and I'm just setting myself up for a great day, okay? Now, once I have done that, say a half hour, now I give myself the okay, the green light, to basically look at my phone, okay? And when I'm looking at my phone, typically what I'm gonna do here now is I am going to go into my YouTube app, just like everyone else does, and I'm gonna see what videos are being suggested. And the reason why I'm doing that isn't necessarily for me to go watch videos, I'm actually doing ideation. I am looking at titles that might pertain to a video that I might wanna create, okay? And I do this every single day. It's almost like exercising. I do that every single day, okay? And then what I do is I open up my notes on my phone and I will put that title and I'll put it in there. And that title is just for me to be able to go back and reference it and come up with an idea that I might want to come back to. So I have a long list of titles, all right? And here's the reason. Titles to me are the number one most important thing to a video getting attention, or having YouTube show your video, because it's gonna know who to show it to, and it just gets the attention of your audience to wanna click on it, all right? And titles are so big that I actually put together a swipe file, 10 of the titles that I've used in the past that have done really, really well, and I still use them. I kind of interchange them. I created like these little templates. If you want a copy of that, I'll throw that in, in the comments, just put hooks. If you put hooks in the comments, I'll go ahead and send you a copy of that, all right? Just put hooks, and I'll send you a copy. But that's my morning, okay? Now, not the whole morning. From there, typically gonna be around 8:30-ish, maybe 8:30. I'll spend about a half hour in ideation, okay? From there, I go inside and I sit down either in my office or at the kitchen table, and I'll spend about an hour getting ready as far as like, what am I gonna plan for the day? What am I going to do? What am I going to achieve that day? A lot of times, it's going to be creating a video. This channel, I've been doing, as of the time of recording this, I've been doing a daily video, which is crazy, but it's because I'm doing videos like this. There's not a ton of editing. And I really think that anyone that has a YouTube channel should do videos like this because they're just unscripted, they're more real, that's you and I connecting. It's just, to me, they're working really well. And they're easier to do. But I basically I'll think about, okay, what title do I want to do? I'll go to my title list and I will come up with that title. Then what I do is I create bullet points. And I create those bullet points so I know what I want to talk about in that video. And that's it. That's my scripting, okay? Then from there, once I'm done with that, generally I've got other stuff I need to do in my business like brand creators, which is my bigger channel and it's my business that I'm running. From there, I got to figure out, okay, what's up on the docket for today on that business, right? And then I'll kind of work through that. I'll answer some emails and comments, go into the Facebook group, like whatever, right? But I've got that another hour blocked for that, okay? Now, depending on what's happening in that business, I may need to do a live stream that day there because we do one there every Wednesday. And so that's what I do, okay? But then about, I'd say around 10:30-ish, I go for a walk. Again, taking care of the body, taking care of the mind. Go for that walk. Now you might be saying, but Scott, I work 40 hours a week. Like, how does this pertain to me? Forget about anything content creation. Think about how are you going to get some time for you for 15 minutes to meditate, to breathe, to just have silence, to be in nature, to get some exercise, whether it's just walking and just getting that mind ready and that mind clear. Like, how can you put that into your day? And the reason why I'm saying this, because if you don't do that, you're not going to last. You're just not going to last. I'll tell you from experience. Like, I've been burnt out in the past. You know, I totally burnt out. That's why I do this now. It hasn't always been this way. All right? But so from there, take the walk, and then depending on the day, most likely it's going to be shooting some content. And it's either content for my brand creators or it's going to be content for this live video school, but I'm going to shoot some video. And I give myself an hour or 2 hours, depending. If I'm doing the live stream, it's typically going to be around 2 hours. If it's the video like I'm doing right here, I'll allow myself about 15 to 20 minutes. And that's the time I got. And then I shoot that video. And then, depending on the day, I'll take that video, bring it into my computer. I will do a quick edit, which there isn't much editing to do, create a quick thumbnail, which is pretty simple to do too, because I don't really build these fancy thumbnails, and then I upload it. And that's it. That's over with. But typically at this time, even if I'm doing a live stream on the other channel, I'm going to be done by 1, 2 o'clock, okay? And that's typically my day. Now, it's my choice if I want to go and do something else in the afternoon. There has been times that I'm like, oh, I got an idea for a video. I want to go ahead and do that. And I'll shoot the video, okay? But if you're just starting out, if you're just starting, I can't stress this enough. Planning, super important. Planning starts with titles, by the way. Okay, and once again, if you want that swipe file, put hooks in the comments and I'll send it to you. Super important, okay? So make sure that you're allowing time for yourself to, and I say time, 15 minutes is enough, like to just get yourself right, get the mind right. But you gotta plan so when you do have the time at the end of the workday, you're not sitting here going like, oh, what am I gonna shoot today? What video should I do? You know what video you're gonna do because you've already planned it. You've already did the ideation at a certain time. Maybe you have a break during the day and you're like, I'm going to eat my lunch and do ideation. Okay, cool. Great. That works. When I was working full time and I was building businesses on the side, other businesses, not the business I was in, I would either do that time at the end of the day or I'd do it early in the morning. Wherever I had the time, that's where I would plug that in. But I was always sitting down with a plan. Okay? So Make sure that your mind is right, that you're getting some exercise, right? You're breathing, all that good stuff, eating well, okay? And then ideation, and then planning. What does it look like when you're sitting down to shoot that video? And what does it look like the time that's gonna take you to edit and upload that video? Block that time out, batch record. Batch recording is going to be your friend. Trust me. Now, if you think that, well, yeah, but this is gonna take forever, I need a huge audience. You don't need a huge audience, okay? And I actually shot a video right here where I share with you exactly how I was able to launch a YouTube channel years ago and be able to leave my job with less than 1,000 subscribers. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.